Even in addition when we go to the broadcast, it was Thursday, July 25th. Only 5 state posters for the nation and shot. Don't forget me. Don't forget providing this. Yeah. They should say in this 5 documents. But no, see it. Don't worry, not a real kid. And you can, then you go, well done. Now let's see what it, right. See, back to one of you. I mean, first of all, how about that things done? Yeah. I tell you, you gotta be not even, first of all, didn't see why we don't do then that whole time, try to get through the exit 7 time. When finally gets the battle, James is like, well, I know he was pushing me. I think it was a good thing to leave him. First of all, the guy's he deserves to spend more time with his family, he doesn't need that hassle. Let him retire in dignity and grace, and he's becoming a legend. President Biden is going to be the guy you go to for this, and he's going to be revered because not only was he a patriot, president, but he really put country in love ahead of himself. So kudos to President Biden. Still riding with that. Um, it was a hell of a speech. And of course, Donald Trump said, oh, I couldn't understand them. I couldn't understand about it. Oh, bad speech, bad speech. Have you heard some of your own speeches lately, Mr. Trump? Yeah. I'll tell you what, he pisses him. Eventually, I see, that what? I think he will just the same as sports types too. And I knew that was what the Trump the Trump I think the fun too. It's again, he says that finish up as a certain participant. And apparently 2020, they will be in office with the Trumpster and the child. What is he going to do? He said, oh, yeah. So they had a meeting at 3 5 minutes. And then he leaves, comes back. And I know what other the same advocates need to. And Trump says, after everybody goes, because he's a person, we won't send it from the events. After everybody goes, he says, oh, those people, it's so expensive to take care of. Why don't you just die? Really? Well, I'm not surprised because, if you remember, back a long time ago, a reporter, I forget what it was from, reporter tried to Trump, and the reporter obviously had some sort of disability, and Trump mocked him because he dared to ask Trump a legitimate question. He kisses it. He asked him a tough question, and of course Trump doesn't like that. He asked him a tough question, so he mocked him again. So it's no surprise to me that he would say, and now a lot of the Trumpsters will deny it, so it's fake news, or they'll say, okay, people with disabilities can't vote anything. Guess what? Wrong. Wrong. Even the people who can't get to the voting booth they can vote by mail. And there's a lot of people with disability that are sticking up those, stuff. I mean, hey, that's what I see. I see on Twitter and say, I'm glad, a lot of reasons. But it's Mr. Trump. You know what? People with disability, and there's a lot of people, if you don't have a disability, you turn windows, somebody who has some sort of, so they're all around. And Mr. Trump, people with disability actually can lead happy and productive lives. I know that's hard for you to believe and to comprehend, but it's true. It's true, Mr. Trump. There's no reason that we should all die. In fact, I've made it a kind of a goal that I plan on staying alive at least until November so I can vote for Kamala Harris and get that bug out of here. As Harry Cowles would say, it's out of here. Anyway, wanna be nice, wanna be nice when Donald Trump is defeated again, and he finally goes away. And the nice thing about that is not only does he go away, so do all of his supporters like Lindsey Graham, Ted Cruz, Pascal Mitch, Steve Bannon. Oh, there's a whole list of Kelly O'Connor. Oh. Where are they gonna go? Even though Chuck always tells about having like a detention camp in 2 days. That's one of his things, And rounded up the Cheetos, they would go to living in detention camps. Maybe they want to round up all the MAGA people and put them in like a zoo or something. Or we can all go look at that. I think well, but maybe if we have an afternoon to kill, we can all go and look, it's the giraffe. He's next to Steve Bannon. Look over there. Let's go into the reptile house. Trump himself is in there. Anyway, so yeah. Just another day on campaign, huh? I tell you, I saw the polls yesterday. Kamala is narrowing the gap. Well, some polls actually have her ahead. And in other polls, she's narrowing the gap. And she's going up compared to President Biden with African Americans, women, Latinos. I mean, she's really taking off this week. I tell you what, don't worry about the polls. I don't. What we have to do is just go and vote. And but I would say 2 things. The Democrats haven't had their convention yet. Now, once they have their convention, there's always a natural bump after the convention. Because people get all excited. They see now this year, you'll probably see President Trump speak there. Not President Trump. What did I just say? President Biden. President Trump. What the hell am I saying? President Biden will be speaking at the Democratic convention. Imagine the ovation he's going to get, huh? So naturally, there's going to be a vote. Okay. And so that's going to put Kamala even further ahead. And then, if they have a debate, which I hope they do, unless the weasel Trump weasels out of it, that's going to put her up too. Because, unless something happens, you would figure she's going to kind of clean his clock in that. So, I think going into October, I think Kamala Harris is actually going to be ahead. I think she's going to be way ahead. Maybe, let's say at least by 5 points, okay? 5 points. Going into October-ish, So, and they always say there's always an October surprise. in every presidential election. Well, I don't know what could be more surprising than what we've seen already. You know, it had to be a hell of a surprise. So it should be interesting, though, right? Phillies. Oh, Jesus. Talk about depressing. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm still of the mind that the Phillies are going to be okay. They're going to win the division. First of all, the Phillies, they just don't have the firepower. You know, not only have they lost Acuña Jr. and Strider for the year, but now they've lost Ozzie Albies for 8 weeks. Dax Fried is on the disabled list. So they just don't have enough. You know who's coming up behind them? They're stinking rotten Mets. They're only like a game and a half behind the Braves, and now they play the Braves 4 games in New York. So they could flip flop before this weekend is over. But they don't have enough to fill the cup on the Braves, the Mets, that. So I think the Phillies will be all right, but here's the thing. I do worry a little bit in involvement. The bullpen's leaking oil. You got 4 guys out there who just ain't cutting it anymore. Alvarado, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Gregory Soto, I'm missing somebody out there. I didn't like them. They're just not cutting it. And so, you know, if the team's going to break down a little bit, I would say this is the time to do it because you have 5 days. The trade deadline is Tuesday. You have 5 days to fix it, get the roster, fix it, Dave. So, starting rotation still good. We can. But the starters are going to pay price if the bullpen starts to stink. Because the starters are going to have to go longer. They're going to get tired of it. I mean, what you want to do coming down the stretch is give the starters a little bit of a break, you know? Instead of going 7, 8 innings, maybe go 6 innings a game. And less wear and tear. Save a little bit for the playoffs. But this bullpen is just, you can't trust them. You just can't trust them. I don't know. Everybody said, oh, what Rick do not. The statistics make it great because the bullpen was good. Oh, Cooker, that's who was talking about. He stinks in the ball. Does he need to go back to wider leagues? He can't throw strikes. What's going on with him? Well, here's the thing. I think Nebraska needs to get at least 1, maybe 2 more bullpen runs. I'm okay with the starters, but you know, there's rumor that he's looking at Garrett Crochet, that young left-handed pitcher, Chicago White Sox. He would be good, but I would put him in the bullpen like some suggest. I would keep him in the starting rotation. I would put Ranger in the bullpen. Ranger looks tired. It's not the Ranger he used to be. He's not the grandfather's Ranger. And maybe because he was in the kid all the time. Back in late June, is that he hasn't been the same. But don't forget, Ranger was very effective in the bullpen 2 years ago. In fact, he was the guy who closed out the game, that Bedlam at the back game, where Bryce Harper hit that big home run against San Diego. Ranger closed it out. He saved the game. So I would be opposed if the Phillies got another starting pitcher. I would be opposed to putting Ranger back in the bullpen and helping that bullpen. Of course, the guy to get is Mason Miller of the A's. The guy there's like 104 miles an hour. It's going to take a lot to get him. I would love to get a package deal on Mason Miller and Brett Rooker, the guy who destroyed the Phillies a couple of weekends ago, hit 2 balls into Ashburn. He stinks defensively, but he could help you at the bat. That would be a nice package deal. And as I said earlier,
I would give up Adrian Miller. I would give up Justin. I may even give up Andrew Payne, although he's the one guy I would try to keep. You got to go all in this year. Who knows when you're going to be in this situation again? So far ahead in the East. Still have the best record in baseball. This is the window. This is the time. Bryce Harper, Aaron Nola, and Zach Wheeler, and all of the crowd. They got to go for it. They got to go for the World Series. So I would do it. So let's see. I hope the Phillies haven't become full set. They had the week off. Most of them did during the All-Star break. You got to remember, like 7 of them, the guys who they played in, so they went to Texas for the game. So guys like Bryce Harper, he really didn't have off. But the team came back. They seemed sort of lackadaisical, no energy, no passion. It's like they're going through the motions or something. I hope they don't take this for granted. They need to step up. Now they play Cleveland this weekend, best team in the American League. And then the Yankees come in, the evil empire themselves. Even though the Yankees stink, they're still the Yankees. Then the Phillies go to Seattle and LA to play the Dodgers in a rematch out there. So they've got some tough series coming. So the boys need to step it up a bit here. Here's the thing. I'm going to the game Saturday night, going down to see Cleveland. I'll give the boys the time to they're okay. Yeah, I'll give them the time. It worked last time. I was there for photo night, and I said to the boys, because they weren't playing very well, I said, boys, you got to step it up, especially since I'm here today. I mean, what the hell? And they did. They won, what was 11-5. So I think they'll do it for good. And so we'll see what happens. Basically, I'm a little concerned. I would say concerned rather than worried. I'm a little concerned about the bullpen. The starting lineup isn't getting key hits. Yeah, I'm a little concerned, but I'm not worried. Right? Come on, Phillies are still best team in the National League until someone takes that title away, right? So the Eagles training camp has started. It's good to see the boys back in pads there. Really, it's good to see it back on the field. And I tell you what, it's hot and humid out, but it gives me hope. The football season right around the corner, and it's as much as I hate to see summer go, I love football. So it's a good thing about the fall. I personally think the Eagles are going to have a great year. I think they're definitely going to win the East. Dallas States. And, they always like flip-flop every year. No team has won the NFC East 2 years in a row since 2004. And that's when the Birds did that. So since Dallas won last year, it's the Eagles' turn. Right? You get in, you get playoffs, anything can happen, right? So I think the Birds are going to have a good year. I think Jalen Hurts, if he gets his head out of his ass, I think he's going to have maybe MVP. We thought the Birds were going to do this last year. Go to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts was going to be MVP. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't happen. They just collapsed the table. Maybe it's just a human nature, right? Now we have Saquon Barkley. We have all these weapons. AJ Brown got paid, so he should be happy. Devontae Smith got paid. They've got to build up the defense better. So, the boys were kind of embarrassed last year at the end of the year. So I expect them to play a lot better. And Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. You know, I told you this. Always listen to the way. I told you this earlier. Way back in April. Yeah, I think it was April. Phillies win the World Series. Step one. Eagles win the Super. Step two. All of the same. Three parades, 3 months ago. So you attend the parade in November, get ready to attend another one in February. Here you go. So, on my hopes are high. It's good to see the Eagles back in Toronto. And so, we'll see what happens, right? It's not that long to go. There's only one open practice next weekend. Yeah. You know, back in the good old days, I used to go up to Lehigh to see the boys practice up there. And it was really nuts because you could get close to the players. I remember when we were up there one time and it was really hot. We went up for a morning practice. We're talking like 8 o'clock in the morning. We were up at Lehigh. And it was getting hotter and even up in the mountains, it was hot. And so we were very close to John Dorenbach. You remember the staffer? That was a magician. He was teasing the fans because he had a water wooden gun and he was drinking it and we were squirting all the fans at the States during the cold. So we got to see the players close up. You know, now, all right, maybe you could get into a practice if you're lucky, though, if you're a seasoned ticket holder, into the new camps and the posters I would be practicing for you. I always just that's I do all the that stuff and you just but you know things change. What they give you that. So looking out, I'll be giving you that football and shoot. I already want to do them. These are going to be prediction things. Take it in. Spiral the problem. And we're going to big general to make sure you can to see John and how we would need out to the city. I was expecting it's never doing it. But you know what? You see that, but you know, all we need like no beautiful. So no we sunshine, it should be we can but speaking of July, do you believe it? Time is a sleepy room. That's hope so. Everybody, peace and room. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. See you on soon, right? I should have got hey, I got a pizza for in case you want. And roll it. Now it's heroes, suspect. Very good. It's coming on trying to keep employing from citizens. I hope she slided. He was suspended. Yeah, well, you know, he's not allowed to go to them. And the Sixers can't against we don't want you at the training facilities either. So, but you know, he hasn't been suspended from WIP. That tells you about that. Anyway, he is supposed to come back on the air this Saturday morning at 8 a.m. That is going to be must listen radio because hopefully he's going to address that incident that happened recently about him trying to be inappropriate with female there at Citizens Bank Park. So hopefully he's going to stop. We'll see, huh? I'll be honest with you. I used to listen to Lesky. Not that I like the guy, but he had some interesting takes on Philadelphia sports. He's about the only guy I listen to, other than my buddy Steve Trevors. But I'm going to tune in anyway, just to see what's going on here. Uh, I don't know what to say, but let's see what happens. I'm not surprised that he's allegedly has done these things. I'm just not surprised. But you give the guy the benefit of the doubt until you hear the story, right? Now, I just wanted to give you that heads up that it sounds like he will be on the radio this Saturday. Well, until you then. All right, everybody. Peace and love. I'll see you soon. Take care from that. The other thing. What's the truth? There you go. No. Oh, I forgot something. How can I forget this? Did you hear about that J.D. Vance, that relief picture from the kid to see the Warriors, who's like running for vice president? Well, it gets weirder and weirder with this guy all the time, isn't it? Something about in his book, which I didn't read, I went to church. He said something about making love to a couch, not on the couch with another person, with the couch itself. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, so, people are saying watching the couch. It's probably that. You know what? He has not brought anything to Trump's campaign. Zero. I mean, why did I think Trump picked everything a little cocky? Trump cocky? Really? Cocky there. Thinking, I've got this election packed up. I'm going to pick a clone of myself, only a younger clone with a beard. And when I'm ready to quit, or when I die, this guy will take her. Because J.D. Nix doesn't bring anything to the table. He's a moron. So, he doesn't come from a state that you really need, like Ohio. He doesn't get the woman's vote. He doesn't get the young vote. He doesn't get the African American vote. I mean, what is he? He's just there. Yeah. So that might have been a little bit of a mistake to Trump to get this guy the ticket there. Now I hear he's trying to get rid of him. Yeah? So, the old saying, you made your bed, you have to sleep in it. Or in this instance, you made your couch, which you have to sleep on. Obviously. Okay, I'm going. I've had to because it is such a big. See you guys.